Okay, so this is the second video here for day one. We just learned how to make a snippet, and you should already have your snippet inserted into the snippet practice slide here in your Tinkercad portfolio. So today we are going to learn how to do a couple of different things, and we're going to take some snippets of those as well, just to kind of get a feel for what we're doing here. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to go ahead and insert, go down to new slide, and then we're going to title this new slide Tinkercad Practice Day 1. Okay? Tinkercad Practice Day 1. So you have to make your own new slide, and you need to title that new slide. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of let that be. What I would like you to do is go back to your Tinkercad profile page. So switch to your new tab onto your Tinkercad profile page. I want you to open up. Yesterday we started working on a practice together. I would like you to go ahead and open that. If you hold your mouse over that practice, you should see a blue button that says Tinker This. Go ahead and click that, and it should open up to your workspace. Now, I have a blank workspace because I wanted to start all over again for some folks that might not have gotten the instructions yesterday because they either weren't logged in or they were missing something. So once again, as a quick review, you have a cube up here in the upper right hand corner, or left hand corner, excuse me. If I click around on that cube, it changes my view in different ways. I can move around. If I ever get lost, I click this home button again, and that'll take me back to my workspace here. So and it'll take me back to the home view. The very first thing that I would like you to do is we're going to work on pulling in a box, or a cube. So go ahead and pull in that cube into your workspace. And then what I would like you to do is, if you look in the upper left-hand corner, you should see that you have different tools that you may use. We've got a copy, we've got a paste, we've got a duplicate, we've got a delete, and then we've got our undo button. So each one of those does something different. Obviously, undo will take away the movements that you just did. Delete will delete this. We are actually going to go ahead, and I would like you to duplicate this. And so when I did that, I did make a second cube, but when it duplicates it, it's actually right on top of the one that we already have. So if you just click on that cube, you can go ahead and drag that over, and now you should have two cubes, okay? And what I would like you to do is I would like you to select one of your cubes. I'd like you to go up to the color circle here. If you click on that circle, you may change the color. So I'd like you to go ahead and change the color to whatever color you would like. And then we're going to take a snip of this showing that you have two different cubes that are separate colors. So very quickly, I would like you to take a snip. Remember, you're going to push Control, Shift, and the change window button to make that snip. I'm actually going to I have to pull out my snipping tool, click New, and then I only want to capture these two boxes, or these two cubes. So like I told you last time, you're going to be above the upper left-hand corner of them. You're going to drag the length that you would like to see, and then you're going to drag the height that you would like to see. I can see that I'm only going to capture my two cubes. Go ahead and let go. I'm going to click Save. Yours saves automatically. I'm going to name these cubes. You don't have to name those cubes at all because yours should save automatically. I'm going to save it. We're going to keep working, so I'm going to continue to take snips as we work. One of the very first things that I would like you to do is I want you to stack 3 cubes on top of each other. So I'm going to zoom in. If I use the roller ball in the center of my mouse, I can zoom in onto my shapes. I like to get a little bit more up close with these shapes. Now, as I'm looking at these, you have different positions that you can do. If I look at my corners, if I hover over those, I can change the width and length of my cube by using these corners. If I go to the top, I can change the height by using this white box here, but I don't want to do that. I want to raise this up. So I'm actually going to go up to this black arrow here, and I'm going to pull this cube up, okay? Now, I'm going to also change my view now. And I'm going to now drag my second cube right underneath of it. But I never want to do that without checking all of my views, without moving around and checking my views, because as you can see, if I look here, I need to scoot it backwards. I remember you can push the arrow keys on your keyboard, front and back and side to side, to just barely change your cube. Now, I'm going to once again, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to click on this green cube. I'm going to pull down on this cube until it is right on top of this other cube. And I'm going to zoom in to make sure that they're right on top. And I can see that actually if I look here, there's a tiny bit of space. So I'm going to grab this. If I push the shift and the, oops, excuse me. I'm going to undo that. If I push the control and the down button, it will just barely move me down. And then I also am going to push my arrow so that I can nudge this back just a tad bit. And when I do that, it's perfectly on top of the other one. And so what I would like you to do now, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit, just like if I were to make a snippet of this. If I click my mouse above the upper left-hand corner, and I just draw a box like I'm making a snippet, but I'm not making a snippet. I'm just trying to grab both of these and let go. You should see that it forms and it shows you that now you have both the bottom and the top cube grabbed. I want you to go up to the tool that looks like a square and a circle combined together. That is our group tool. Go ahead and click that group tool. And that now tells you that you have grouped this into one shape. But I don't want it all to be red. So go back to your color wheel and go to the bottom where it says multicolor. Click on that and it should change it back to the two different colors that you had. I want you to leave this grab. So I'm going to click over here. Now I'm going to click on both of these. I want you to leave this with the white boxes showing because I need to see that you have both of these grabbed. If I click ungroup and I click this and then I shift and click this, I can see that I can move both of these. I can grab both of these. But if they are grouped together, sorry guys, I click off and then I click back on it, I see all of my boxes now are showing for both cubes. So please make sure that you have both of these grouped together. We're going to take another snippet here, just of these cubes grouped together. I'm going to go ahead and save. And I'm going to call this stack. I'm going to save that. Then I'm going to go ahead and click out of that because I'll be using that at another time. The last thing that I would like you to do today is we are going to put one cube inside of another and we're going to make a hole inside of that. So what I would like you to do now is capture both of these, go to the ungroup. So that's where you can see a square and a circle. Both, they are not grouped together. The circle is in front of the square. Go ahead and click that button. That will ungroup them. Then what I would like you to do is I would like you to take the bottom square and I would like you to stretch it out to make that 40 inches wide, and let's make that also 40 inches in length. here. So I'm just barely maneuvering so that I can see a 40 in my length and a 40 in my width. Okay, we want that to be 40 by 40. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this green box, I'm going to kind of position it into the center. I'm going to go over into my shape profile, I guess, or my shape pieces, I guess. It's talking about the radius, the steps, the length, or whatever. Instead of clicking a color, right next to that, you should see a button that says Hole. Go ahead and click that Hole button. When you do that, your box will become a grayed out, and you can kind of see through it. Grab the arrow on the top of that box, and you're going to go ahead and pull it down into the second box. Okay, I pulled it down so that it is now inside the second box. It's even with the top. And then what I would like you to do is you're going to draw that box around both of those so that you've selected both of those shapes. And then you're going to click Group. When you click Group, that should make a hole all the way through your box. And what I want you to do is now you're going to get the view where you can see the hole all the way through your box. So I want you to basically be looking over the top of the box. You don't have to be all the way on top of it. So I'm going to be at a slight angle so that I can see that I've made a hole in that box. And then I'm going to take one more snip. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I'm going to take one more snip here of this. I'm going to save that. I'm going to name that one Hole. Click Save. Now, what I would like you to do is go back to your Tinkercad practice day 1 or your Tinkercad portfolio, and we're going to insert all 3 of those pictures. That is what's due for the day. So you're going to, on your Tinkercad practice, you're going to click in the box so that you can insert this. You're going to go up, you're going to click Insert, you're going to click Image. You're going to choose an image to upload. First, I want the cubes, so I'm going to go ahead and click Open. I'm going to move those off to the side. Then I'm going to go ahead and click Insert again, Image again, choose an image to upload. This time I'm going to choose my stack, click Open. I'm going to move that off to the side. And then I'm going to go back one more time. I'm going to click Insert. I'm going to click Image, choose Image to upload. And I'm going to click my hole that I just made as well. Click Open. There we go. And I'm going to now, basically what I want to do is I want to resize these just to kind of make it, oh, I don't want that. I just want to make them look kind of nice. I'm going to scoot this over. Pull this down. As long as I can see that you've made a snip of each one. So you have your 2 cubes with 2 different colors, you have your 2 cubes stacked, and then you have your picture of your box that you've made, and you've made a hole in it. Once you have done that, you are done with our Tinkercad practice for day 1. And we will be moving on to Tinkercad practice with day 2, and you will have other things that you will be doing for that day as well. All right. So look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Look forward to diving in. We're going to be using the grouping and the hole property that we've learned today, tomorrow. And like I said, you're going to be using that snippet tool quite a bit for the next few weeks. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow.